Thank you very much for a wonderful session on cloud. Now, the next in the line is to have an interesting conversation once again on what are the digital innovations, the key to survive and thrive. Digital has become imperative in today's current atmosphere. And what strategies do the cooperative bank adopt? You are all Goliath. You must have heard of the story of David and the Goliath, which is basically the biggest demon. And when you're a David, a small bank fighting a commercial bank, what kind of innovative leveler technologies? The digital is the key leveler, which empowers every cooperative bank to be as innovative, as forward looking as the larger banks. So, what are those technologies? What are those strategies in digital? Let us try to learn this from Amit Sharma from Infrasoft Technologies. Amit, welcome to this session and do share your short presentation with us.
Uh, Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Papu, for short introduction. And thank you so much for having me over here. So I'll be taking a few slides on digital innovation. So I hope the presentation is visible to everyone.
Absolutely.
So digital transformation is happening slowly in banks, but due to current pandemic, this has become a critical for entire banking industry ever than before. Like other organizations, bank will need to meet their customers wherever they are. Customers have embarrassed their digital journey on Facebook, Instagram, Apple, Google Pay, and WhatsApp. And for new customers who is more younger generation, user experience is far more important than ever before. When banks are looking to excel, they need to look into direct competition, and where they also need to think where the people are spending most of their time. So connecting to customer on social media platform, allowing them to open an account digitally, providing them customer service through various channels like chatbots, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, etc., and will have a huge impact on customer service and experience also. So look at the trends in last couple of years on customer onboarding. In 2019, 65% customers opened their account by visiting branches in person. In 2020, which has reduced to 55%, and I'm sure if banks are offering such platform on a higher numbers, then probably this number will go down drastically. So total digital customer have increased from 22% to 13% in a year, and more customers are preferring mobile banking, internet banking, and chatbots for any interaction with the banks. And this number will continue to grow on month basis.
Let us have some conversation in Hindi also if it works for you.
I see. Okay, I see. So these are a couple of industry facts. India digital lending market will grow more than $1,000 billion by 2023, and there are more than 3 million loan application gets processed every month. It takes around 2 to 3 weeks to average, processing time for a loan. More than 65% applications are rejected because of poor data availability of various reasons. So it's a basically a SME sector which actually finds very difficult to get a loan. And I'm talking about lending more because lending is probably the most important and biggest money earner for the bank, and it is also an activity. It hasn't changed much in the last couple of years, especially cooperative banks के अंदर में. This was very difficult to change because the way they've been working in last couple of years, and probably in last couple of decades, I would say. So not many people has a fantastic experience while taking loan. It is not easy as calling for Uber or buying something from Amazon. So it takes around a couple of weeks to get a loan, if not months. And that process needs to be changed. That mindset needs to be changed. And today, if you can buy a fridge, phone online, why can't a customer get a loan online? So this is something I am actually pushing today. And of course, there will be a stiff competition from fintechs. Everyone knows they've been using technology to disrupt everything what a bank does today. from a payment bank to a merchant bank to insurance to a lending. You have seen in the last 5 to 7 years, I think a lot of great startups have come, and examples like and which has created unicorns. Examples like Amazon, Google Pay, Paytm, Uber, Airbnb, Policy Bazaar in insurance space. You've got Bank Bazaar in consumer lending space. Therefore, it is becoming far more important for a banks to upgrade their platform as soon as possible and to stay relevant with their customers, especially for the existing customers and the new generation customer, which is very friendly with the social media platform, which is like swipe application. You should be able to compete with those mindset in the future. Uh, this is a typical landscape of a digital platform where more and more banks will have to adapt a digital platform. So that includes customer onboarding with the video KYC, customer service through handled tablets, UPI and instant payments are necessary for all customers these days. Everybody wants to make a payment through UPI. In fact, small vendor भी आप market में जाएंगे, तो he wants to pay anything through कोई भी सब्जी लेने भी जाएंगे आप, तो पेटीएम यूज कर रहेंगे लोग, यूपीआई यूज करना चाहेंगे, गूगल पे यूज करना चाहेंगे. So these are the more relevant things for any customer these days. Any assistance inquiry through bots, because WhatsApp has become so much popular these days. हर कन्वर्सेशन के लिए लोग WhatsApp यूज करना चाहते हैं. तो if anybody gets a banking experience through WhatsApp or any banking service which you offer through mobile banking can be also availed through WhatsApp. So that will be a great experience for all the customers. Complete omni-channel experience with internet banking, mobile banking, which is also goes to your chatbot platform as well. So there's an end-to-end platform. You can actually fill up the application somewhere. You can go to your mobile. You can open up things on your laptop, and then probably you can submit through on your PCs. So this is something is a seamless experience which customers are looking for. Then of course on the other side, complete lending process digitally, the lead management on big techs like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. You can follow your customers wherever they are. Somebody is planning for a vacation, you want to offer them a loan, or somebody actually going for education, so do you want to offer them an education loan? So all those things is possible on a big tech platform, and these are things which is happening in the world. I think they'll be also appropriate for corporate banks to adapt this as soon as possible. Also, auto reminder calls through bots, so which is driven by AI. So bots can make a calls to a customer. It can be your reminder calls for the payment. It can be your marketing calls. If there are anniversary on birthdays, you want to remind customer, you want to give them a better offer. All that is possible, and it also understands the customer behavior. Somebody is driving everyday office between 9 to 11. It actually understands the customer behavior. It does not pick up the calls. Or somebody wants to pick up the calls on the weekends while he's sitting at home. He has a more time to think about his investments or to think about any future investment on the product side. So all that is possible using AI and machine learning. And of course, this AI and machine learning can be also used for early warning and compliance. That will surely help banks to predict customer behavior, keep a check on NPA, which is always a larger problem with all the banks. And AI engine also to be used for fraud detection and fraud prevention, which is very difficult to do it with the naked eyes. So in all, digital platform is all about complete end-to-end experience from a customer journey perspective, right from account opening, digital KYC, loan approvals, disbursable, the payment part of it, the lead part of it, everything needs to be adapted and changed accordingly. A part of customer experience, digital platform brings you one more advantage over here, which is a very big thing, which is a cost. See, based on the facts we already know, it takes around 1,500 rupees to onboard a customer. We have gathered a lot of data. We keep speaking to different bankers, different events. This is the cost of infrastructure, the cost of property, the cost of staff, and other costs definitely involved into this. And on other hand, if you go paperless on a digital onboarding side, costs come down to less than 100 rupees. In some cases, it's less than 50 rupees. So which makes it more affordable and viable to any banks to increase customer base, invest more into area which require more investments like sales and expansion. Imagine a customer visiting 3 times to complete documents before couple of calls, and all this pain can be taken out of the system by simply adopting digital platforms. Everything can be stored digitally. No documents are required to store for, let's say, 20 years down the line, and everything can be stored as it is, with all regulations given as a platform by RBI as of now. And if your costs goes down in the market, and then definitely you can focus on increasing your market share dramatically. And uh, and what it does, it also brings you the level playing field, where the larger banks are focusing more on HNIs and corporate loans, and the microfinance have done well, relatively in some of the regions in rural sector. The SME, which is a complete underserved sector, which has been, the main customer base for all cooperative banks in India. And SME has the largest portfolio in the entire ecosystem, and that can be served well. And in the entire pyramid, the bottom of the people in SME, those are the people who gets more difficulties to get the loans, and to more get the more difficulties getting served to any other banking channels, and they pay very high rate of interest to any third parties or any agents to get very simple loans. So this is something which can be completely turned on through digital platforms. And of course, end of the day, you see a lot of joy on the customer side, since he's onboarded while he was sitting at home with his family, and also gets a loan in 10 minutes in his bank account when he needed most. So this is something which can be done. So these are the couple of product enablers offering, which is given by Infosoft. Kia has been number one digital platform. We have been partnered with the 8 PSUs banks in India. We manage close to 18 to 19% national traffic on our UPI platforms. Kia Open Banking platform, we have more than 150 open APIs available on marketplace. Universe AML solution is the number one ranked solution with more than 250 banks, tier one, tier two banks globally in more than 50 countries. Finaro Loan Origination is a complete lending suite, which is a right from loan origination, management, and collection. It's complete offering for retail, SME, and corporate. You can onboard a customer. You can actually run a complete underwriting cycle with all cash flows for retails and for SME and corporates, and you can do it disbursement and complete management of the loan, and of course the collection part of it is also automated over here. Kia Omnichannel solution is a seamless experience for internet banking, mobile banking, and WhatsApp. So this is also applicable for retail, SME, and corporate all. Kia Eco and KYC for customer onboarding solution through mobile app, through chatbots, through internet banking, through your laptops. You can actually open up accounts within a couple of minutes with all regulations done. You can onboard a customer. He can start doing transition in a couple of minutes. Then Kia chatbot and WhatsApp Messenger for customer service, inquiry, anything which you offer, any service which you offer through mobile app. It can be also done through WhatsApp, which actually opens up a complete different paradigm because there's unlimited possibilities of questions of query which is coming from a customer on those platforms. And then of course Kia Contact Management, which is a complete AI-based, machine learning-based platform, which actually reminds customers on collection part of it. So you keep a check on your NPAs, and also you can use the similar sort of algorithms to make the sales promotion calls. You also understand if somebody is also paying a last installment, whether you want to offer him a new loan or something is also possible. So more or less, this is all from my side. Thank you so much.
Of what thank you very much for a wonderful session and giving an overall perspective of what a digital solution for the cooperative banking is like. One of the most important things that today post the regulations by the regulator is that the banks have to concentrate a lot on the retail banking sector and a little bit on the SME banking sector, which ideally is also the foundation or the strength area of cooperative banks. And I'm sure that if you carefully deploy some of these solutions to the banks, probably in the future presentations you may probably like to align what kind of solution would fit into what kind of business area,
Sure.
uh, and probably make it a little more vernacular. It would make a lot more interest to the vernacular audience as well. And you have to ultimately reach the heart of the people to have any
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
conversation and involvement with them. So, thank you very much for this presentation. We
Thank you
will
so much.
definitely
Thank you so much.
ensure
So,
that it reaches everyone. Thank you very much.
thank you so
Now
much.
we can proceed on to our next session, which is going to be a very interesting session again. Post the lunch, we are going to have a session on cyber insurance. Amit, you may probably log off